Hi, year two. I hope you're all well. Welcome to today's maths lesson, where we're going to be carrying on learning about time. The last 2 days, we've learned that in one day there are 24 hours. We've learned in 1 hour there are 60 minutes, and we've also learned that depending on the activity, we need to use different measurements. For example, to brush our teeth, we would measure that in minutes and not hours. Whereas reading a Roald Dahl book, we would measure how long it would take in hours and not minutes. So it's really important, depending on the task, the job we're doing, we use the correct measurements. What we're going to be learning about today is focusing on reading and writing the time for quarter past the hour. Before we move on to quarter past the hour, let's recap o'clock and half past first. Let me just share my screen. Hopefully you can now see this. And we must remember, when the minute hand points to the 12 on the hour scale or the 60 on the minute scale, we say it is an o'clock time. It is an o'clock time. So on my clock here, I can quite quickly see that the minute hand is pointing directly to the 12 on the hour scale and the 60 on the minute scale. When the long minute hand points directly to the 12 on the hour scale or the 60 on the minute scale, we say it is an o'clock time. Okay, so here I know it is 1 o'clock. Why is it 1 o'clock? Because the minute hand is pointing directly to the 12 on the hour scale, and the hour hand is pointing directly at the 1. It's not after the 1, it's not before the 1, it's directly at the 1. When it is an o'clock time, the minute hand will point directly to the 12 and the hour hand will point directly to the 1. Let's have a look at another o'clock time. Let's have a look here. Well, if I was reading this, I can see the minute hand is pointing directly at the 12 on the hour scale. What does that mean? It means it's an o'clock time. Where is the hour hand pointing? It's pointing directly at the 3. Therefore, it is, therefore it is 3 o'clock. Who can tell me this time here? What time have I made on my clock here? What time have I made? Think where the minute hand is and then look at the hour hand. Well done. The minute hand is pointing directly at the 12, so it's going to be o'clock. The hour hand, the shorthand, is pointing directly at the 6. It is 6 o'clock. Let's do one more. When should I stop? Oh, let's stop here. Who can help me out? What time have I made here? Clue, look where the minute hand is pointing and then look where the hour hand is pointing. Well done if you said 10 o'clock. But Mr. Worthing, how do you know it's 10 o'clock? Well, I'll tell you. I look at the minute hand and the minute hand is pointing directly at the 12. Where's the hour hand pointing? Directly at the 10. Therefore, I can say it's 10 o'clock. It might be 10 o'clock in the morning. It might be 10 o'clock at night time. But I don't know which at the moment, but what I do know, it is 10 o'clock. Okay. And the last one, what time do I have here? Last one. Well done. It is 2 o'clock. The minute hand's pointing directly at the 12 on the hour scale, and the hour hand is pointing directly at the 2 on the hour scale. 2 o'clock. The minute hand, I'll say this one more time, the minute hand will point directly at the 12 when it is o'clock time. And the hour hand will be pointing directly at an hour number. It is the only time an hour hand will point directly at an hour number is when it is o'clock, when the minute hand points to the 12. Okay? Must remember that. So hopefully you can see me again now. I am now going to share my screen. So we're very good at o'clock. We must remember now when the minute hand points to the 6 on the hour scale or the 30 on the minute scale, we say it's half past the hour. Half past the hour. So that's when the minute hand points directly straight down at the 6, like here. We say it's half past the hour. We say it's half past the hour. So we know here we had 2 o'clock. But now when the minute hand points directly at the 6, we say it's half past the hour. Okay, when the minute hand points directly at the 6 on the hour scale or 30 on the minute scale, it's half past the hour. But notice, year 2, the hour hand is no longer directly pointing at an hour number. It's not pointing directly at the 2, nor is it pointing directly at the 3. Okay, the hour hand only points directly at an hour number when it is o'clock. And this is not o'clock, it is half past. When the minute hand is pointing directly at the 6 and it's a half past time, the hour hand will be between 2 numbers, halfway between 2 numbers. Here I can see the hour hand, the shorthand, is between the 2 and the 3. When I'm deciding which one to choose, when it's half past, I choose the smaller number. Half past, smaller number 2. The time is half past 2. Let me do another one. Okay, the minute hand is pointing directly at the 6 on the hour scale. So I know it's half past, but is it half past what? Well, the hour hand is now halfway between the 4 and the 5. When deciding half past what hour, I choose the smaller number. The smaller number of 4 and 5 is 4. So this time is half past 4. Well done. Let me do one more. Then I'll give you one. Right. Where's the minute hand pointing? Well, the minute hand is pointing directly at the 6 on the hour scale. What does that mean? It means it is half past. But half past what? To do that, we have to look at the hour number. The hour hand, the shorthand. Well, I know it's half past what? The hour hand is halfway between the 8 and the 9. To choose which hour it's half past, I choose the smaller number. 8 and 9, the smaller number's 8. So it's half past 8. One time I'll remind you, when it's half past, the hour hand will not directly point at the hour number. If you do that, technically you've made a mistake. When it's half past, the hour hand will be between 2 numbers in the middle. Can you help me out here? What time do I have here? Pause the screen and have a think now. Look at the minute hand and then look at the hour hand. Pause the screen and tell me through the computer. Well done if you said half past 10. Now I want you to pause again and tell me why it's half past 10. Well done if you said it's half past 10, because the minute hand's pointing directly at the 6, which means it must be half past, because that's what it means. When the minute hand points directly at the 6 on the hour scale, it's half past. Half past what? Well, now I need to look at the hour hand. The hour hand is between the 10 and the 11, and I choose the smaller number. It is half past 10, okay? And I say I choose the smaller number, MIT. It's a little bit of a cheat to help me remember, because as the minute hand goes round clockwise, look at the hour hand moving this way towards the larger number, okay? It's just a way of helping me. There's one exception to this kind of trick technique, and that is here. I will help you out. The minute hand is pointing directly at the 6, so that means it is half past. Half past what? Well, the minute hour hand is between the 12 and the 1. Now, 1 is the smaller number here, but it's not half past 1. It is half past 12, okay? It is half past 12 because the hour hand is moving away from the 12 towards the 1. It is half past 12, okay? That's the only exception where half past, the smaller number, does not work, and that's when it's half past 12. So look at this clock. When the hour hand is halfway between the 12 and the 1, and the minute hand is pointing directly at the 6, we say half past 12. Okay. Let me share my screen one more time. So we learned that last year, o'clock and half past. So when it's an o'clock time, the minute hand, the long hand, points directly at the 12. When it's half past the hour, the long minute hand will point directly at the 6, and the hour hand will be between two numbers, because the hour hand only points directly at an hour number when it is o'clock. Today, though, we're going to be looking at quarter past. So when the minute hand points to the 3 on the hour scale or the 15 on the minute scale, it is quarter past the hour. Okay, I'll say that one more time. When the long minute hand points directly at the 3, like here, directly at the 3, we say it is quarter past. I say it, you say it. Quarter past. Quarter past. When the minute hand points directly at the 3, it is quarter past. Well done. And I'll show you on my clock now. So hopefully you can all see me again. You're doing really well. I know this is a bit confusing for maybe some of you. Time is quite tricky, okay? But it's very important we learn to read an analog clock correctly. And I promise you, if you're finding it hard, it's okay. But I promise you, you will be able to do this one day. So you've got to be really patient, and remember, it's okay to find something difficult. Don't ever let that stop you, okay? Okay to find things hard, never okay just to give up. So, what time do we have here? Minute hand pointing directly at the 12, hour hand pointing directly at the 2. It is 2 o'clock. But look here, look when the minute hand points directly at the 3. I told you when the minute hand points directly at the 3, we say quarter past. When the long minute hand points directly at the 3, we say quarter past. Quarter past, quarter past, quarter past, quarter past. Hopefully you're joining in. So I know that this time here, I know it's quarter past. Why? Because the long minute hand's pointing directly at the 3. But quarter past what? Well, now I need to look at the hour hand. The hour hand is between the 2 and the 3. When it's quarter past, I choose the smaller number. It is quarter past 2. I'll do another one. I think, where's the minute hand pointing? Well, the minute hand is pointing directly at the 3. When the minute hand points directly at the 3, it is quarter past. But quarter past what? I need to look at the hour hand now. Well, the hour hand will never point directly at the 4 here. Why? Because it's not an o'clock time. So quarter past something. Well, the hour hand's between the 4 and the 5. Quarter past, choose the smaller number when we're doing past the hour. When it's past the hour, I choose the smaller number. Out of 4 and 5, 4 is the smaller number. So this time shows quarter past 4. Who's going to help me out here? Tell me what hour number the minute hand is pointing directly at. The long minute hand is pointing directly at what hour number? Well done if you said 3. If the long minute hand is pointing directly at the 3, everybody tell me it is what past the hour? Well done. When the long minute hand points directly at the 3, I can say it is quarter past the hour. But what hour is it quarter past? Well, now I need to look at the hour hand, sorry. And I know the hour hand won't be pointing directly at an hour number because it's not o'clock, it's quarter past. So it's quarter past what? Well, the hour hand is between the 6 and the 7. And when it's past, quarter past, I must choose the smaller number. The smaller number out of 6 and 7 is 6. So it's quarter past 6, okay? Quarter past 6. Right, who can tell me this one? I'm going to just pause, show you this time. You're going to pause the video, tell me the time, and how do you know? Very important you tell me, how do you know? Pause the video now. Okay. Hopefully you guys said quarter past 9. How do I know it's quarter past 9? Well, I know the minute hand's pointing directly at the 3, and that must mean it's quarter past. You can sometimes say 15 minutes past, but 15 minutes past and quarter past are exactly the same thing. So I know it's quarter past because the minute hand's pointing directly at the 3, but quarter past what hour? The hour hand is between the 9 and the 10. I choose the smaller number, so it's quarter past 9. Give you one more chance here. Pause the screen. Now, what time have I made? Okay. If you had said quarter past 12, you would have been wrong. If you had said quarter past 10, you would have been wrong. If you had said 11:30, you would have been wrong. The time you should have said is quarter past 11. So give yourself a high five if you said that. How do I know that? The minute hand's pointing directly at the 3, so it must be quarter past. And the hour hand is between the 11 and the 12. It's between 11 and the 12. Quarter past, I choose the smaller hour number, which is 11, quarter past 11. Super tricky question coming up now. And I'll give you a clue. Remember I told you this was 12:30, and do not choose the smaller number when the hour hand is here, okay? Who can tell me what time this is? Pause the screen now. Well done. Very impressed if you said quarter past 12. That is quarter past 12. Well, I know it's quarter past because the minute hand is pointing directly at the 3. The minute hand is pointing directly at the 3. So it must be quarter past. But quarter past what hour? Well, the hour hand is between the 12 and the 1. And in this case, I can't say the smaller number because the smaller number is 1 and not 12. But I must think that the hour hand is moving towards the 1. So it's quarter past 12. Quarter past 12. Okay. Really well done there. And I'm going to stop sharing. Start sharing my screen if I can. Oop. Thank you for your patience here, Tim. So, as I said there, when the minute hand points to the 12 on the hour scale, it is an o'clock time. When the long minute hand points to the 6 on the hour scale, it is half past the hour. And when the minute hand points directly at the 3, we can say it is quarter past the hour. Okay, quarter past, half past, o'clock. What you're going to be doing now, and what your activity will be for today's lesson, is drawing the clocks. Okay, you need to draw the clocks. Some of you will have the worksheet printed, which is great. Some of you might not have a printer. Don't worry, I do not own a printer at my house. Okay, so what I have done, hopefully this will work. I've just drawn some circles in my book. So hopefully you will see a circle here, which I drew, and your parents can help you with this if they need to, or maybe you can get a glue stick or something you can just draw a circle with. I feel like a bit on Blue Peter here, and I just drew around the glass to create a circle. now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to label my clock. Okay, I know at the top of the clock, I have a 12. I know on the right hand side here, it will be a 3, where the quarter past goes. I know at the base, it will be a 6. And I know here, it is a 9. Now I can just plug in the rest of the numbers. So I know this will be a 1, this will be a 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And look, now I've drawn a clock, okay? And what time do I want to show on this clock? I want to show 7 o'clock. And now, year 2, when it is an o'clock time, I must remember where the minute hand will point directly to. Tell me through the computer, where will the minute hand, the long hand, point when it is 7 o'clock? Well done if you said the 12. So when it is an o'clock time, the long minute hand points directly at the 12. You can see that here. The long minute hand points directly at the 12. The hour hand, the short hand, when it's 7 o'clock, will point directly at the 7. Now look how I get my ruler and my 7 lined up. But I'm going to do a shorter hand because that's to show it's the hour hand. There I've drawn 7 o'clock. Here I need to now draw 7:30. But look, I've only got the circle. But look how quick this is. I do 12, 3, 6, 9. Then I can plug in the rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's a bit messy there that when I did it. That's okay. Okay, we've got to make the best out of these situations. 7:30. I'm going to draw the minute hand first. When it is 7:30, what number on the hour scale will my minute hand point to when it is 7:30? Tell me now. Well done. It is the 6. I will point it directly at the 6. My long minute hand will point directly to the 6 when it's 7:30. But now I need to draw my hour hand. Remember, it's 7:30. My hour hand will not point directly at the 7. It won't do that. Why? Because it's not an o'clock time. Only with o'clock times will the hour hand point directly at an hour. When it's 7:30, that means it's already been 7 o'clock. The hour hand is moving towards the 8, and it's actually halfway between the 7 and the 8. Okay, remember, smaller hand, and you can check. Well, the minute hand's pointing at the 6, so it's 7:30. The hour hand is between the 8 and the 7. I choose the smaller number, so it's 7:30. Let's have a look at 15:15. 12, 3, 6, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I've drawn my clock again. And now I need to draw 7:15. 7:15. Where will my minute hand point to when it is 15:15? What number on the hour scale will my minute hand point to when it is 15:15 the hour? Tell me through the computer. Well done if you said the 3. The long minute hand points directly to the 3 when it is 15:15. Where's my hour hand going to go now? Is it going to point directly at the 7 because it's 7:15? Will it point directly at the 7? Have a think, tell me yes or no or why, and why, sorry. Well done if you said no. It won't point directly at the 7. The hour hand only points directly at an hour number when it is o'clock. But this is not o'clock. It's 7:15, not 7 o'clock. So I need to have the hour hand between the 7 and the 8. And it's a little bit closer to the 7. Okay, So it is 7:15. Okay, so you have a chance now to do a worksheet where you have to match some times and then write the times. Remember, if you don't have a printer, it's okay. You can use a glass lid. You use a glass, sorry. You could use the lid for a plastic bottle. So look, I put that down. I get my pen and I draw around it. Some of you might have your parents there to help you or a sibling. That's fantastic. You could use a Pritt stick lid. There's lots and lots you can do. So once you've drawn your circle, just label it with the clock. 12, 3, 6, and 9. And then label the rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, that's all you have to do there. And just to end, the last question, who can tell me, oh, I drew my hour hand first there. Classes, who can tell me what time it is here? I think it's quite hard to tell. Why? Because my hands are the same length. The hour hand should have been shorter, okay? And I should always draw my minute hand first. It's easier to do so. So I draw my minute hand to show 15:15. And if I wanted to do 9:15, I would do my minute hand pointing directly at the 3, and then I would do a short hour hand here instead, okay? So 9:15. So you now have a worksheet to complete. I know it's difficult teaching time when we don't have the clock, so do re-watch that video. I know it's a bit long, but I had to re-teach some of the stuff we did in the past and then bring in our new learning. I hope you enjoyed. I hope it made sense. Do re-watch the video or certain parts if you need to do that. And good luck with the worksheet. When the minute hand points at the 12, it's o'clock. When the minute hand points at the 3, it is 15:15. And when the minute hand points at the 6, it is 30:30. I will teach you another day what happens when the minute hand points at the 9. But don't worry about that for today. Good luck, guys. See you later. Bye-bye.